All right, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How is it going? I am Is There No One Else? And this video, I wanted to talk about my new chapter for my YouTube channel. My new series that I'm going to be coming out with, not chapter, but my new series, which is just a how-to PvP series. I'm going to do some basic, intermediate, and more advanced stuff. I needed to figure out a place to start, so yesterday I posted a video asking you guys for feedback, and you guys responded in a big way, and I wanted to say thank you so much for it because it helped a lot. It helped me figure out what videos you guys want to see. It helped me figure out kind of the format with which you wanted to hear it from, and it gave me a direction, you know, and instead of, like, sometimes when you have a plan and it's potentially as massive as the one that I'm talking about, it can be quite daunting to know where to start. And some points that were brought, all of the information was good, but there were some overlapping points. And people said that they wanted to see it and they wanted it to be fun. They wanted to potentially see it in real time, you know, to ask questions and stuff. Some other people said that it'd be fun to go through, like, show the struggles of a build and different things in the learning curve of playing a new class. And I agree with all that, you know, and instead of starting with, you know, an introductory series where I go through Break Free and Defile and all this other boring stuff, you know, because let's be honest, it's boring. It'll be good information for those that want it, but that's not a fun video. Instead of doing that, I wanted to start with a series of how to go about learning a class, like the things that I do to learn a build, to learn a class, to succeed in open world PvP, in battlegrounds, and whatever that I'm doing. Because I've gone through this process on multiple classes now. I always go through the same process. I go through the same steps. I go through the same learning curve of trying to figure these things out. And I thought it would be fun to start there. Because honestly, there's so many different ways to play this game in PvP. You know, Stamina, Magicka, there's 6 different classes that you can play. That's 12 different combinations of classes right there. There's hybrids, there's different gear sets, there's different weapon skill lines. There's so many ways to play PvP. And if I start doing the introductory stuff, to be honest, it's just going to lead people asking more questions, and we're going to be, like, doing a bunch of videos covering all those questions, which are good questions, but I don't think that's a great place to start. And so I kind of thought that doing this would be better to show you guys how, because that way, like, you guys can go through your own process and you guys can kind of have, like, a framework. And it's kind of similar to my tips on making gold. You know, I can't tell you how to make gold and what to sell, because that's going to change on each platform that you're on. You know, like, what sells on Xbox might not sell on PS4, you know, like, or it might not sell on PCNA or PCEU. Like, those things are important. And so I like to give, you know, kind of guidelines so that I can help you guys think about this in your own constructive way and move on. Because this entire series in general, you watching these videos is not going to make you a better player. I'm going to be completely honest. You guys are going to want to hear this right away. It's you watching these videos and then continuing to do the same thing that you always do is not going to make you a better PvPer. You have to be able to, you know, acknowledge, you know, your own shortcomings and the things that you do, and you apply some of the knowledge that you think is important for your specific builds. You know, as an example, you know, I could go watch some documentary on how a doctor performs heart surgery. Does that mean because I watched the video I'm now a heart surgeon? No, of course not. You know, I would have to take hours and hours, and obviously that's more extreme than what I'm talking about. But my point is just because I watched it doesn't mean I now know how to do it. You know, and just because I show you how to line of sight and do these things, you have to be able to apply line of sight and using heal over times and theory crafting builds and apply it to your builds. You know, it's not just watching the videos. So I wanted to start there. And I thought about it, and I already thought about the initial reaction I was going to get. There's going to be some commenter on the channel, and they're going to be like, well, yeah, Else, but you use hacks, and you cheat, and you do this, and you use overpowered mechanics, and, you know, all you do is 1vx, and whatever, like, you're a good player already that knows how to abuse in-game mechanics, and whatever it is. And I thought, although that's not true, and, you know, I'm already going to bash that person that hasn't even responded yet, I thought it'd be really cool to show you, like, not only talk about it, but go through the process. I thought it'd be really cool to go through the entire process that I do. And as a lot of you guys know, I typically, like when I talk about my channel and everything, I mention in a few videos that there's a few classes I don't play much of. There's one that I don't play at all, and I've been leveling in the meantime, and I took a step away. And I thought it would be great for this series to not only provide that video on YouTube and tell you how I go about doing what I'm doing, but then stream it on Twitch. And then basically, like, I don't play Magic and Necromancer. I haven't played it. I've been leveling it. I've been getting my mount speed up, and I have some passives and skill points I have to get and all those other sorts of things. So I have maybe 2 hours of PvP on my Magic and Necromancer. Maybe 2 hours. And the rest of it's all leveling. And so I thought it'd be really cool to provide that video, like I said, and then stream it on Twitch for you guys. And you guys can see the process. You guys can see, how I start off, when I don't know a class, when I don't know a play style, how I, like pick up different tips and tricks and try to apply what I've seen or what I'm listening to, and then start from there and then kind of branch out and do my own thing. Plus, we are like 20 days away from the Greymore PTS, Greymore release. And once Greymore comes out, we're all going to want to go farm Mythics. We're going to want to go farm VDSA, VMA, get the new gear. Like there's going to be so many other things we're going to want to do, myself included. And this right now is a perfect time to do this chat, to do this part of the series. It starts in the middle to where, better players as met on Magic and Necromancer can come and provide tips and help me out and help me learn this class. It's going to help new players so that they can kind of see the process. If they have any questions because they've never done something like this, they can come in and do that. And if you guys don't want to watch it, I'm going to have the video on YouTube. I'm going to have like the 10 minutes, just, hey, here's what I do, and here's how I'm going to go about trying to accomplish this. And then if you want to see more, you feel free to hop into my Twitch stream and ask questions, and I try to respond to everybody. For those of you that do stop by, I try to respond to every question that's asked. And, if I can answer it, then I will. So I think that's where I'm going to start. This week, I will be leveling skill lines and getting geared, getting skill points leveled so that I can start this this entire series on Monday. That's kind of the plan. I want to start the series on Monday. Want to dive into PvP at that point in time. I thought it'd be really cool to bring you guys along for that ride. So currently my Twitch stream, it's like the schedule says, Wednesdays and Saturdays. Starting next Monday, I will be doing Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern to 1 a.m. Eastern. If you guys want to see that and you want to ask questions, feel free to hop in my chat. And it doesn't have to be about Magic and Necromancer. I obviously don't know a damn thing about it. You can ask other questions about other classes. I'll do my best to answer it. There's some very helpful people that can come answer those questions as well. So, yeah. So, like I said, thank you for all the feedback. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all the information that you guys gave me. And I think this is going to be a good starting point. And whether or not you like to play Magic and Necromancer, I think this is going to be a fun thing to see the beginning and the end. Like where I start on Monday versus where I end 2 weeks later, I think you're going to see a completely different player on that class. And I'm not saying it's going to be good. I'm not saying I'm going to all of a sudden be a good Magic and Necromancer, but we're definitely going to improve. And we're definitely going to go through the process, and I can kind of show you guys like what I do, and you guys can use that knowledge and apply it to your own classes and your own builds. So very, very excited about this. And so we'll start there, and we'll do this entire little series, and then I'll come up with another series, and we'll do other videos about mechanics and different buffs and debuffs and all those other sorts of things, tips and tricks to improve. That will all be coming at a later date. But this is going to be the starting point. So as I said, guys, thank you for all the feedback. If you have more ideas of other things that you want to see, let me know. Let me know, and if I like it, I'll definitely do it. If I think it's going to be helpful for everybody, I'll definitely do it. So that's going to be the end of this video. If you guys have any questions or comments, please provide in the section below. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day.